February 1st, 2021. 2022 actually. Um, so I had a really good trading day, but I only traded this section of price action today. Um, I think what really helped with my trading today was a really good understanding of what was happening. If we kind of look back, oops, we kind of pull back, you can actually see what's been happening since yesterday and the day before. And using that information, I was able to figure out this channel. So we have a spike pullback in channel. Um, so initially, before when the day started and I saw these bars printing, I went did a little review as I normally do on different time frames, and I went to this one and I noticed this spike. I remember I saw these three bull bars, and then I saw this price action from yesterday. I realized that we had a few pullbacks. I don't know if that's a pullback, but this was a nice pullback here, another pullback here. So therefore, we're probably um, maybe this was a third high. One pullback, two pullback, three. At least that's the way I saw it. Maybe this wasn't a pullback, and I have to go check again. Maybe this was the spike itself, and this was the first pullback. Um, I think that this itself is a pullback, and maybe this is the spike. But when I first saw that, I thought, okay, if this is the first pullback, this is the second one. Therefore, it means that we have one more high, and then we'll pull back again. So a bit disappointing. I actually thought this this was the first pullback, and therefore this was the first high, second high, and maybe this was the third. But it looks like we're still going for a third, and therefore we'll retrace. The way I understood it though was if that were the case, we would have a trading range and then a drop. But it looks like this was actually just the second pullback as we read it. But anyway, it doesn't matter. So, yeah, as I said, this channel helped me see price action a lot clearly. So anyway, so when we, as the day uh, unfolded, I was able to get a good sense of what was happening. I feel like there's just so many lines on the chart. It just makes it so difficult to see, and I'm very tempted to take some of these lines off. I almost want to take the channel off. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make this only visible on the 1 hour chart for now. See if that helps. Okay, no, that didn't really help. No, I took it off the 1 hour chart. I actually only want it invisible on the 1 hour chart. So if we attach to, yeah, that is correct. Maybe it's the wrong 1 hour chart. There should be another 60-minute. I'm gonna take it off. Yeah, I'm gonna delete it. Just make things a lot cleaner. At the moment, I almost think that's a little better. All right. Okay, so and because of that, now I'm gonna change something. I'm gonna add another line because I think this support is important. Is that the support? Because if you think about it, we've made higher lows, and we made another higher low here. So I would I would leave that as a support. As you can see, we have a little triangle. Well, it's not really a little triangle, but we have some semblance of a triangle. It's a do they call these pennants? Um, I'm not really sure, but the point is the lows are getting higher. The Globex high, which is this dotted line, was acting as resistance, while the trend line from this channel that had started was acting as support. As well, in hindsight, we see that, and then we have this nice breakout. So bar one, as you can see, we had a nice bear doji. I actually considered taking it short, and the only reason why was when I looked on the Globex chart at the time. um, 9:30. Here we go. So when I looked at the Globex chart, or when I was looking at this chart, it kind of, you can kind of see what I'm seeing here. We have a nice wedge top, and this is bar one. So I assumed that if we are at a nice wedge top, we can always put our stop at the highs and just go short. And that could be the thing, but that would only be for a scalp. I think I did go for a scalp. I may have scalped this bar when it was around here, and I just took it really took about, I loaded it with 2 contracts, and I think we had about 3 points, or no, actually these are 2 points each, so about 5 points from this, which was a really nice trade. Then we had a nice pullback, and a nice doji here, bar 2. Bar 3 now became another big massive bear bar. I think I did take this short as well. I can't remember because my markers have been removed. Oh, actually no, it's because I'm on sim. Let's see, let's try this again, because I had the markers on earlier and they did not present. Markers, oh there they are, there. Ah, right, so I didn't trade bar 1 or 2, it was bar 3. So I went short here, got out there, so that was this is what? This is 3 points. So this is 3 points, which is good. Then I went short here and lost some money over here, as you can see. And I think this was all just during a bit of a panic. And then I went to trade the NQ instead after that. And on the NQ, yes, bar 1, I did something really quick scalp. I think I traded quite a few contracts and made quite a bit of money from that. And here on bar 5, this was just scalping, and I think I was too eager to trade. I went long here and got out here, weirdly. Ah, yes, I know why this happened, why I did that, why I was such a quick scalp. So I had a goal of what I wanted to do. I just wanted to scalp the bar. But I didn't really have the confidence to take the trade the way I wanted. So when we got here, as you can see, I noticed we had this big massive flush, kind of went sideways, did not see 3 legs up here, and we had the second flush, didn't really catch that, and then saw this candle forming, and this is when I went to the NQ again. On that candle, I think I traded it. Yeah, traded it quite a few times. Bought and sold a few, bought and then lost money, and then made all the money back, and then eventually bought here and then took it up and then got out here, made a really nice profit. I actually considered taking this further up, but at the time it wasn't to be. I'd already hit my goal. The same thing here, kind of went long here, added, and then we're just kind of hovering for a while and then got out over here. There was a measured move over here, as you can see, and I probably should have held for that measured move, but my risk was really high for what I was trading. My stop is here, and because it was a scalp, I was risking more than I was aiming for. Anyway, as I said, by the time we now I'd already done this trade, which was my last trade. I was already done and had already hit past my goal today, which was great. As you can see, we had a nice wedge bottom, which also coincided with this trend line. Also the 15-minute moving average as well. Looked like we're having a trend range day, which kind of makes sense when you look at the previous price action of what has been happening in the previous day. I've noticed now that this part of the trend from the previous day is a very important, this price is always a very important price for the next day, because it's a swing low, right? So you can see it was tested, wasn't broken, kept the bear trend going, and then we now essentially just wedged throughout the whole day and go tighter and tighter until we go to a range. I traded some options today. I bought this breakout, bought the top of this breakout with 1 contract, and then took it all the way up. I got disappointed with some of the price action, and I bought some more. Took it up, came down here. I was actually very disappointed at this point because I felt like whilst I could afford how much I was risking, but I realized that what was already a really good winning trade, so I bought some more at the top. What was a really good winning trade now started to turn into a loser. I was tempted to take everything out at this point. I thought, just hold, just wait. This is a spike pullback in China. You're probably going to get 3 pushes, and you're probably going to go for a measured move. On Thinkorswim, I had a measured move plotted from about here to here, and as you can see, that was exactly what happened here. But when this had come down, I took my profits as this bar just formed. I had a 1 minute chart open, and that I think is also another reason that I wasn't sure what I wanted. Yeah, so this is pretty good. I was quite happy with this, except from this part. This nearly shook me out. Yesterday I traded Tesla. I bought some Tesla options, and I got shaken out on the first red candle. And as I just hit sell, price just reversed, and yesterday Tesla had a huge rally, and I feel very disappointed about it. I also traded a UPS. Okay, do you know what? Let me just pull the chart up so you can see. And just bring all these things there. Clearly, there are a few things that I'm still learning. I've been trading the futures a lot recently that I've almost forgotten how to trade options. So I really considered buying here. Actually, almost bought here, but I thought, what am I buying here for? Whatever reason, why am I going to put my stop? So I said, okay, do you know what? I'm going to buy an option that I don't care if it expires or runs worthless. That is my risk. I bought it over here, had a really nice rally, and had made about, how much had I made? I'd made about 60% at this point. Part of me wanted to take my profits, but I thought, no, I want to hold this to the next day. And it pulled back, and then I was now down about 50%. Came back past my entry, but I was still down about 40%, and then it just never really recovered in value. So I sold it for a small, tiny loss. At which point, like I said, I went into the SPY, and I bought so SPY calls around about at the top of this breakout here. Or maybe it was here, I can't remember what was here. But anyway, bought some SPY calls and yeah, traded it for this leg. Like I said, this could have been an amazing trade had I just, because this was about to shake me out. I sold part of my position here, and I sold another one up here and left it. And yeah, that was my trading today. As I said, let me show you the Tesla. It's also painful looking at Tesla because of how I got shaken out the day before. So I bought the calls on this candle, and this candle pulled back, and I got shaken out. And look at what had happened. Yeah, the amount that I lost here compared, as I look at it now, so that's 6.3. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Well, it's all good. We learn. We live and learn. I think the reason why this, you may ask, why did I get out? I mean, the setup was there, and it totally was. The problem was I couldn't afford to lose whatever this distance was here. It was just not what I could afford. So I did not position size properly. As a result, yeah, took a bad loss. And the day before, I also traded Zoom, and I got into Zoom a bit. Oh, what's going? Oh, okay, wrong. I got into Zoom a bit too premature. I was trading supply and demand, and I remember again why I don't trade supply and demand. This candle had just about to close. This one was red, and I bought some puts. I reversed, and I just got out when this candle was over here, and it wasn't funny. It wasn't a nice trade. I had a supply area up here that caused this, but as you can see, nice second leg up. So, lesson learned should not be. I shouldn't be trading these things when. I didn't even pick that. I shouldn't be trading them when I'm not prepared to lose the money, and I did. So that now made me even lose more money. So anyway, I don't know if I'm going to be trading tomorrow. If I am going to trade, it's just something very small. Oh, I normally go through the day, don't I? I don't think there's anything. Let me just look at the chart. So yeah, I've just marked all the wedges. Because of the trading range day, you can see just by the first three candles you are in the trading range. I've just marked exactly the end, and this is your entry here. This part would have shaken me out a bit. I mean, I normally try to go for 1-to-1, especially in these massive ranges, but having this was a nice pause. This pullback would have shaken me out, and then having this, and then seeing the final wedge form at the top and breaking the high of day. So bar 18 showing that this is the low of day. Bull surprise, you're definitely gonna get a second leg, and then nice bear breakout, beautiful second leg down here, 1, 2, and then you now had a higher. Yeah, this was obviously supporting it. You could have bought above here, just not very much in terms of risk reward. This is getting very tight here. There's not much to trade over here. But bar 67 had a really nice body, very nice, really nice body. So definitely could buy above this bar, and really nice bull trend above. And a lot of people did buy above this bar, as you can see, because they took profits here. All right, that's my trading day.